Hey guys, Toxico Serial, welcome back. Time is midnight. Yeah, we're doing ranking hypercharges at midnight. Yeah. I was gonna do gameplay, I did, and then the video got corrupted, so I just brought out the tier list, and I'm doing it here. That way, it's faster, and I don't lose my mind.
You know what, though? I will tell you what is making me lose my mind is my god awful mic. I'm working on it.
And it doesn't record again. Oh my god! But before we get started, I actually want to thank you guys so much for 700 subscribers. And by the time this video goes out, I might even be at 800 because I'm gaining subscribers very rapidly right now, and I appreciate your support. This is unbelievable. I am flabbergasted. I have gained well over 150 subscribers within 2 to 3 days, which is insane considering I've been a YouTuber for about 3 years, and I just made like 25% of my subscribers in a few days, which is crazy. And I'm going to continue with the Brawl Stars content for as much as possible because that is carrying the channel right now. So yeah, we're ranking the hypercharges. We got 7 tiers starting with F all the way up to S+, 18 bros of hypercharge. Going to be a short and sweet video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with Bull's hypercharge, we're going to go in the order down at the bottom. I'm going to put Bull's right in the middle at B tier. It's a very average hypercharge. All it does is it just reduces his damage taken while he supers by 80%. Very good, very basic. It's very boring, but you get what you get with Bull's hypercharge. It's a very good hypercharge overall. For Spike's hypercharge, I'm going to put it up in the S tier. It's a very strong hypercharge. It makes his super so big, and once you are caught in it, you are screwed. Very good hypercharge. It's also pretty easy to cycle. It's a very strong hypercharge. For Charlie, one of my favorite brawlers, F tier for sure. This hypercharge is completely terrible compared to the rest of their hypercharge. All it does is it spawns 3 spiders, and with a nerf to our spiders gadget, the hypercharge gets indirectly nerfed, but even before the nerf, it was still one of the worst hypercharges. Now, in my opinion, it is now the worst hypercharge, behind the other brawler, Pearl, who also will go in the F tier, but she's going to go above Charlie. They both have the worst hypercharges in the game, without a doubt. They are not good at all. Pearl's is a little bit better, in my opinion, because of her damage output, but overall, it's just not a great hypercharge. For Colt, I'm going to put him right with Bull, but I think Colt hypercharge is a little better. All it does is it just makes his super a tad bit wider. Now, Colt's damage is absolutely insane, but again, I feel like you don't need this hypercharge to have success with Colt. For Jessie, I'm going to put hers in the C tier, mainly because it's harder to cycle compared to other hypercharges overall. This hypercharge is just, it's okay. Like, it gives her a damage boost, it gives her a health boost, or Scrappy, sorry. Should have been more specific there. You know what you get. It's not a bad hypercharge. It just takes forever to get it. For Lou's hypercharge, S tier, even with the nerf, it's still one of the best hyperchargers in the game. It just, anyone who gets caught in the super while using it, you're dead. Like, you're frozen for 1.5 seconds. What are you gonna do? You're basically screwed. For Colette, I'm gonna put her S+. This hypercharge, oh my god, it is so easy to cycle, and the damage output is crazy with this hypercharge. It's an S+. It's one of the best hypercharges in the game. I'm surprised it didn't get a nerf, because in a heist, it will decimate the heist safe. For Jackie, another S tier in my opinion. Jackie's hypercharge has made her so much stronger. It is actually not that hard to cycle. Very strong hypercharge overall. For Maisie, this is the easiest one in my opinion. It is S+ without a doubt. This hypercharge is by far the easiest hypercharge to cycle. Maisie just destroys people with the hypercharge active and literally can team wipe without any issues. Her hypercharge needs to get nerfed. It takes her 7 shots to get her hypercharge. It's way too strong. You have to nerf it. For Shelly, I'm going to put her at the top of the B tier. Again, another average hypercharge. It's not by any means completely broken, but it's a good hypercharge overall. I'm going to put her in the B tier. She completely deletes people if she's right next to. It can be a little hard to get in her range, but you have clay pigeons to just completely destroy them after using the super. Rosa's got another average hypercharge, but I'm gonna put hers in the A tier just because she's just impossible to kill once she has hypercharge super active. It's not that hard to cycle it, and she has the slowing effect to even help out a lot more. Now for Fangs, it would be the easiest S plus in history, but because of the nerf, I'm gonna put it at the S tier. It is still an insanely strong hypercharge. However, it takes him a decent amount of time to get. He's borderline S plus. He's definitely better than the other three hypercharges though. His hypercharge is so strong, but I just can't put it in the S plus because of the nerf. It's just, you can't cycle it as easily anymore. It's still by far a super overpowered hypercharge though, because you can go through walls and then you leave behind the popcorn, which just completely destroys people. With Crows, I'm gonna go right with Jesse. It takes Crow way too long to get his hypercharge. It's a good hypercharge. It destroys the ice save, but it just takes forever to get it, and that's a big problem with hypercharge. For Edgar, I'm also gonna go S tier. I can't put him S plus. I'm gonna put him with Fang. They're like neck and neck. I can't go S plus for the same reason as Fang because of the nerf, but it's a super strong hypercharge. It is very easy to team wipe. It's just not as easy to cycle. For Dynamite, he's also going to go in the S tier. I'm going to put him right in between Lou and Spike. This hypercharge deletes people. Like, oh my god. And then you have the other Dynamites that blow up around it. It's insanely strong. It's ridiculous. Moving on to Miko, the brand new brawler, he has a D tier hypercharge. His hypercharge stuns people for 1.5 seconds. But the thing is, once you activate hypercharge, then super, by the time you land, your hypercharge is out. You still get the stun off. With a stun, it's a very strong feature, but it's just, other than that, you don't get much value from the hypercharge because his reload speed is slow, so you don't have the damage output to continue the hypercharge cycle. And last but not least, we have Leon's hypercharge. I'm torn between A and S tier. I'm going to put it in the S tier because, oh my goodness, he deletes people because of his damage. And his super, one of the biggest weaknesses with Leon is when you super, you obviously can't attack. Now you can attack. So it completely fixes one of his main weaknesses. His hypercharge is super strong, and Leon is super meta because of this hypercharge at the moment. But yeah, that's it for this list. Honestly, all of the S plus and S tier hypercharges should maybe get a little bit of a nerf. At least Dynamite and above, I feel like needs another nerf or something. Because my goodness, the hypercharges are so strong. Maybe not Fang and Edgar, because Edgar, let's be honest, he needed a hypercharge that made him meta. He's been so bad for a long time, and hopefully, I would say C, D, and the F tier, hopefully they can get some buffs, especially the bottom three brawlers. Their hypercharges are terrible. But yeah, thanks once again for 700 subscribers, maybe even 800 by the time we get out. I'm very excited right now because, man, my channel is blowing up. I'm very happy, but I think this is a pretty accurate list. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I know that people are going to be like, Fang not in the S plus is a crime. It takes him forever, guys. The nerf, and then he also got a nerf to how much shield he got, alright? It's not S plus anymore, in my opinion. The only one I would maybe move down is Colette's to S tier, but Maisie's is for sure S plus. It's so goddamn broken. And then I would honestly move Miko's to even F tier if I was that crazy. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time.